2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's go, go, go for the Texas Sprint. A great start from Knee there out in the front. They've completely jumped Aura. There's a trail of cars on the inside of the corner. No one dares to go on cutting the corner, even though the FIA aren't looking there. And it's that Knee that's gone wide, and I think that's Slowco who's almost lost it. Dom is now in the lead, fighting with Evan for P2. This is a very hard track. You have to keep focus of where you are, the corners, and where the drivers around you are. Dom now fighting with Knee for the first position and gets past quite easily there. Didn't look like it took too much effort. Knee pretty much handed him the position on a platter, but Knee is not giving it up without a fight. Knee is saying, I may have given this position to you on a platter, but that doesn't mean you can have it. Trexton and Slowco are fighting neck and neck. Trexton gets past with significant ease, as Oro is pretty much side by side. Boo's going a bit wide there, and Oro losing a few positions. Bibi Queen has gone down a few places. Something's happened to Bibi Queen, but everyone seems to have made it. Senna has retired. Back to the race then. Bibi Queen and Oro are having a mini battle, so are Bask and Moto. This is a very tight battle as Pika or Booze goes wide. Booze that went wide. And Moto getting a moment out of that corner. Knee is very close to Dom out in for the lead. There was only 2/10 in it at the last sector. Can Knee catch up? It's a very wiggly track. You need to keep attention to your speed at all times. Knee goes wide. Knee has gone wide. But Knee has survived. But Evan is catching up into the final chicane of the lap. Can Evan make it out? Oh, Evan gets a bit of a moment and won't be able to take on the power that is Knee. Of course, Knee having won most of the races so far in Season 4 after a dreadful Season 3. Evan has caught up somehow and has overtaken Knee. That was unexpected and quite boring. Into the midfield pack now as Trex goes very wide out of turn 2. And who am I watching? Senna is sticking very close to his lines, doing very well, and is catching up to Bibi Queen and has overtaken Bibi Queen. But Bibi Queen takes his position back. But Bask's saying, I think something's wrong with I think Bask had a penalty. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Evan and Knee. They have Knee is fighting with Pika. And Senna's been kicked for toxicity. A lot of drivers getting red sectors in the middle. Of course, that is the hardest sector. It's going to be interesting to see just how many cuts everyone does have. It's neck and neck for P3. And Knee has a penalty, and Knee slows down. That's unfortunate. And Knee loses a lot of places. Ooh. Trek's in the pits. Might be going on to softs. Why would you go on to softs this early? At least lap 7. At the maximum, well, minimum for this track. If you can, do it a bit later on this track. This track is a very pressure track. You need to have your mind in focus at every point in the track. That midfield battle is massive. I think BB Queen's crashed already, but they rage quit. Boo's fighting with Outguard, and they both go wide. Outguard getting very squiggly, and Moto. Knee, where's Knee? Is that Knee? Oh, it's Knee. Knee has shot his way through the pack. Slowco and Booze went through the Sector 2 10 point at the exact same point. And Knee! Oh, 2 wheels entering the pits. That was almost a flip. And you can imagine the heart rate of Knee right now. As we see this midfield battle. The 2 Alpine and the Mercedes of Slowco. Who's going to come victorious in this battle? We are halfway through the race. It's a very interesting battle. All the cars are max power, of course. And they are rocketing through the corners. Basque got a purple Sector 1. Can they keep it up for the rest of the race? Probably not. And this battle seems to be coming to an end just as I get interested in it. But the 2 Alpines are having a go at each other. Switch back from Moto. Can Moto get back to his partner Outguard? This is of course for the podium position. But Outguard is getting caught up and gets overtaken on the banking by his teammate Moto, but is not giving up his position without a fight. Moto on the inferior tyre, the hard, and Outguard is on the mediums. Interesting strategy going on the hard. Maybe Moto is going for a no-stop race. As I said, interesting strategy. Let's see if that pays off for him. Evan, I don't think has pit. No, Evan hasn't pit by the looks of it. They might have pit, but I don't think they've pit. And the 2 Alpines are catching up to Dom on softs. I don't know if Dom's pit or anything. Trex gets the fastest lap. With the purple Sector 1, Knee gets a purple Sector 2. Can Knee cross the line? What's happened to Knee? Knee's gone in the pits. Knee must have crashed. Unfortunate for Knee there. Back to this battle. What happened to Moto? Moto has lost a lot of time to his teammates, who's also lost a bit of time to Dom in front. So far, Evan has just sailed away with this victory. Can they keep it up? It's going to be very interesting to see. Let's ride on board with Aura right now, as they're catching up to the back of Moto. Both drivers getting a red sector 2, so corner cuts at some point in sector 2. Most drivers have been getting that red sector 2 corner cut, much like Slowco. Of course, this track is, and Moto goes in the pits, meaning Oro gets a free pass, but I don't think Oro has entered the pits yet. Let's see what tyres Moto goes on. From the hards, they should have got started from mediums onto the softs. That's the correct tyre choice for this late in the race. Let's see if they can, well, take a lead. Nee catching up to the back of Trex, his partner in, well, the season. Both racing for Williams. Of course, Williams did have an interesting esports strategy for the recent virtual Daytona race, but of course that's a completely different thing to Ion. And there's a battle between Booz and Moto. Yeah, and Moto for P6 in the middle sector right now. This sector proving to be the hardest sector of them all. There seems to be a 3-car battle for 9th. So this battle won't get the drivers any positions, any points. It will get them positions, but it won't get them any points. And Basque goes wide. Traxton and Nee fighting it out for P9. And Basque coming back through the corners, trying to win. Dom gets the fastest lap, and Booz almost dies apparently. Evan in the pits. They've gone onto the softs and get passed by Outguard. Back to the back of the pack. We have Nee with purple sector 2. That's very impressive. Trexton has overtaken Basque and is Basque almost spinning it into the final chicane there. Oro in the pits, coming out the pits. Can Nee pass them? Nee has just got past Oro in the pits. And now it's a fight between Oro and Basque. Of course, Basque on warmer tyres and knows the tyres very well. And Oro having to heat up their tyres and learn the grip of their car again. It's going to be interesting as Basque almost bins it into the wall again. And Trexton heading very slippy. I need a breather. Moto and Pika are side by side. This is elegant. Amazing. Is anyone going to crash? I don't know. But Oro and Basque seem close. Not as close as Trexton and Basque. Basque has definitely fallen back. I think Basque may have hit a wall and lost his front wing. I'm not too sure. It doesn't sink the front wing damage, unfortunately. So we will not know. Is that someone lagging, or has Slowco genuinely... I think that was Slowco lagging. There's not too many battles. But Evan is getting, well, Outguard is getting a bit close to some points to Evan in front for P2. This is for 7 points in the sprint race. Outguard using every possible inch of the track. He came and was told he has the whole track to use, and he is using every part of the track he possibly can. Hats off to Outguard for keeping it in the tracks, and Dom gets a corner cut. And I think Outguard also got a corner cut just now, but they didn't. That's very lucky. Baskin Booze. This corner horrible for battles. You know, you can be close at the sector timing line, but then you just fade away during the sectors. Either due to the corners or Booze almost hits the wall, manages to avoid it somehow. But as I was saying, you can be close in the corners, but as Bask had an issue. Bask's had an issue and went slowly for some reason. Moto and Evan are side by side going down turn the start-finish straight. Amazing battle. These two have been fighting the whole race on the penultimate lap. Can they keep it up? Can they? I don't think they can catch up to the podium positions, but can they keep it at the walls for just 2 more laps? It's going to be interesting to see. Oro and Nee. What can Nee do? What can Oro do? Down into turn 2. Very clean from both of them. I think Nee gets a slightly better exit. Uses a tighter line for that little bent straight. And I'm getting a little bit of lag. Nee is struggling to gain time to Oro. That's interesting from the Season 2 champion. Trexton gets purple sector 1 and Evan gets purple sector 2. Very interesting. It's still a close battle, but Nee just cannot get close. I wonder why. And Evan gets the fastest lap going into the final lap now for, Outguard 14 seconds exactly behind Dom going over the start-finish line, as Nee just doesn't have an answer to Oro's pace. They are matched. Nee taking a wider entry to the final chicane and enters the final lap, a sector behind the leaders. Trexton gets a corner cut in sector 2, but which means that this lap will not count and probably wouldn't have been fastest anyway. Unfortunate, but that's just how the tables turn sometimes. Nee has managed to get past Oro. I completely missed that even though I was watching it. I think Oro went a bit wide into turn 2 as Nee goes a bit wide here into the second sector. Dom coming through the death chicane. That's not quite the most death chicane, but that is where most people die. Not the most spectacular deaths, but they still die. Not literally. Their races. And coming through the final chicane now, Dom 3 seconds in front of Evan at least. Through the final straight, crosses the line to win the Texas sprint race. Well done, Dom. That was such a dominating race. Evan gets a corner cut, probably in that